This lesson is called Americans in the Great Depression. The essential question for this lesson is, how does reading informational text differ from reading fiction? By the end of this lesson, you should be able to answer the following 3 questions. What is the main idea of this piece? How did the Great Depression affect Americans, specifically women, African Americans, and men? And what is the author's perspective of the era? This lesson follows the standards for informational text. There are 2 options for this lesson. The first option is to have the text read aloud to you. In addition, I stop during the readings and give summaries of each paragraph. If you'd like to have the text read aloud to you, you're going to need to go to Moodle and click on the resource that says From Americans Read Aloud. However, you're still going to need to come back and answer the questions within this lesson. If you prefer to read independently and practice some of your independent reading skills, you can continue with this lesson and then answer the same questions at the end. Regardless of the option you choose, you do need to answer the questions at the end of this lesson to show that you comprehended the text. So if you're on this slide, I'm going to assume you're reading independently. As you read this independently, I want you to answer the following questions. Why were the newsreels and radio so important? And what is the author saying in paragraph 2? Pause the lesson here, read the slide, and answer those questions. When you're ready, press play. After reading this slide, you should be able to answer these questions. What happened in Detroit? Underline it. What statistic does the author include in paragraph 2? And why? How does it appeal to pathos? And why does the author include the quote, "A man is not a man without work"? What can you infer from this comment? Pause, read, and press play when you're done. After reading this slide, answer, why did men have to leave their families? Pause, read, and press play when you're ready. The last slide contains a lot more text, but it all relates to the question, what groups were also affected? How were they affected? This is your last slide. Take some time to read it independently. Pause the lesson, answer the question, and then respond to the lesson questions.